What is up, YouTube? I wanted to do a response video real quick. I just saw probably the stupidest video I've ever seen in my life. It was obviously a mockery, but like a mocking video. But it was just like, it wasn't even like intelligent. It was so stupid that it was amazing. But they were mocking how in the Bible it says that man was Adam. They say that it says 15 foot tall. Different measurements show different heights, but they're all up there though, really tall. About 15 height is what the top, around 15 feet is what the top experts will say. So we'll go 15 feet and say whatever. But it says that some people were 12 foot, some people were this tall, that tall, whatever. And that's fine and dandy because we've dug up people that were that tall, and so kind of proves that people were that tall around then, or back in those days. And but I wanted to bring some science into it because they always claim there's no science to back up the Bible. There's no science, blah blah blah. That's what they say. But there is tons of tests. The difference is that we actually test the things instead of just having as people that research the Bible and stuff. We actually test the things instead of just come up with theories that sound good and then we call them fact. We actually test the theories before we run with them and call them fact. Such as, case in point, giants. Now, one thing that science and biblical Christianity agree on is that at one point, most of, if not all of, the water in the world was in the air, if you will, in the atmosphere, and it was up there and around, and the barometric pressure was immensely high, a lot higher than it is now. Because of this. Now, what form the water was in, there's debates on whether it was water, whether it was ice, whether it was as clouds, whether it was as a giant sheet that covered the world, if you will, because it was so thickly freaking there, if you will. There's different debates. But we agree that all the water was, just about all the water was, or a huge amount, not necessarily all, but a major amount of the water was in the atmosphere. And so, testing that, and testing the ideal conditions, such as having a lower amount of carbon dioxide in the air, and having high nutrition food, and having more oxygen there, having better foods. You can even do it without better foods, but you can do just increasing the barometric pressure, because that ice or water would increase the barometric pressure, and increasing the oxygen, because you'd have a perfect, sorry if that wasn't in frame, but you would have a world that wasn't affected so much by the cars and natural disasters like fires and stuff like that type of things, things that consume, a bunch of animals populating the earth that are consuming the oxygen. Sorry, but you would have ideal conditions, if you will. And what we see, why they tested them with the subject, if you will, I don't know. It seems very dangerous to me, kind of ridiculous. But they tested that theory, if it would work, on piranhas. Yeah, let me say that again. They tested this theory to see if they could make giants with the ideal conditions that are similar to what the Bible describes on piranhas. Now, in doing so, they found that the piranhas grew to 4 times their normal size. Now, that's a test. And the test passed the test of the description given in the Bible. Because science and the Bible say that, it didn't even rain, in the Bible it says it didn't even rain in the Garden of Eden, so a mist came over the plants and watered them, if you will. And so it says that the water was up in the atmosphere or whatever. It wasn't coming down as rain, it wasn't sitting down in, there was rivers and stuff like that, but there was so much in the air that it just misted them and then watered them. And so, again, with the stupid things like, why are men so tall? And making yourself look stupid, making yourself look ignorant, and not knowledgeable. It's kind of, always seek. I'm not going to tell you to stop and submit. This isn't Islam. Always seek out the truth. But that's exactly it. Seek out the truth. Don't seek out things that sound like good ideas. Make sure that your idea has some backing to it before you sit there and believe it. And I don't mean just a guy wrote about it a lot and says that it's true and then everybody follows him. I mean, test those theories. Don't test them to make sure that you have an outcome that fits your idea. But make sure to test them with an open mind, saying, okay, this is a test, and we're just going to see what happens. We're not going to test this until it works out our way like we want it to, but test it to make sure that it's true, such as the test with the piranhas. Now, they've done this with other animals too, but the most significant one that I found was with the piranhas. I'm not sure why they did it with those, but they did, and so, atheist, and you naturalist and other people who are not believers in the Bible, it's foolishness not to. Time after time, the Bible just proves itself and proves itself and proves itself. You're going to lose this fight. It's going to happen. You think that you're winning through science, but you're really losing because of science. So, don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment down below. And don't forget the thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.